Let's start the conversation by talking about terminal servers and DaaS versus WaaS. In a traditional terminal server environment that you could run yourself, or you could set up in Azure, or you could buy a DaaS solution from AWS, you get the empty shell, but you don't get any of the things that are necessary to use this desktop in a production environment. So you still need to assemble a bunch of pieces, including Active Directory, antivirus, backup regimen. You're going to have the experience and skill to do application installs in a terminal server environment, and the support resources to maintain those as your practice grows. What often happens is you'll see a low introductory price. For example, AWS sells DaaS for about $20 a user. But by the time you've added all of these things, you're looking at a cost of about $70 a user before you can even mark it up and start selling it to your clients. With Workspace as a service, you're getting all of the things you need to deliver a fully functional environment to your customer out of the gate. They're not only going to get just the desktop, but they're also going to get a managed environment with Active Directory, antivirus and anti-malware, data backups with offsite, as well as you'll get our support for installing applications from our app stack and certifying new applications to work in the environment. So once you look at the total cost of service delivery, you should find that the cost to CloudJumper is significantly cheaper than what it looks like to build your own. The end workspace environment is a hosted Windows desktop that your client should be very familiar with, and it includes all the things we just discussed. You can install any number of applications in this environment. We can host bring your own licensing software applications. We can install line of business applications next to your desktops with SQL or databases, and we can really build out a true environment that matches what your customers are used to seeing in their on-premise server closet situation. The same four things that go into finding a good prospect are also a good way to talk about the value you deliver to those end users and a reason why they would be interested in a cloud desktop solution. The first being multiple locations. If you've got a client that has multiple locations, they're likely dealing with VPNs or MPLS and syncing domains and all sorts of complexity that goes around managing and connecting multiple groups of users from different locations. When you put their environment in a cloud environment, all their apps, data, and collaboration happens in one place. They no longer need to worry about VPNs. There is no longer a remote satellite office. Everyone is working in the same environment. Remote workers is another thing to look for similar reasons. It empowers the employees to be productive wherever they are. Again, they don't need VPNs. But it also allows a bring your own device policy, which we've seen improves employee satisfaction and productivity. People like to use the devices they are comfortable with, and if that's their personal device in a cloud-hosted desktop environment, that's no problem. They can simply use that device with RDP to connect into the cloud environment and then do their work in that one central work environment. Prospects that are concerned about security is a big one. Since all their data, apps, and compute all occur in a secured environment, it's essentially a secure container. If you'd like, you can turn off the ability for files to transfer down to the local device and to turn off printing, although most people don't. The data centers we're running in are HIPAA, PCI, SSAE, SOC 1 audited, which also makes auditing and validation for your clients much easier. Our service includes on-site and off-site backups, antivirus, anti-malware, so you can deliver the peace of mind of a secure environment for them to do their work without the complexity that comes with trying to secure their existing on-premise environment to those same standards. We also have available and suggest you use multi-factor authentication. You can add this to the admin console so that your users that have local admin access need to go through 2FA to connect, or you can use it for end users so they can't get into this secure environment without authenticating through their mobile device or another second factor. The fourth criteria you want to look for in a good prospect for a cloud environment is a customer that has upcoming hardware refresh. This gives you an opportunity to quickly show them the total cost of ownership savings and the reduction in capital expenses that they can achieve in the cloud. You're also able to extend the life of their existing workstations. A Windows environment can run for the better part of a decade without being replaced when all it needs to do is deliver an internet connection and RDP to the cloud. When those devices fail, and I mean literally fail, you can also replace them with lower cost units or enable a bring your own device policy to allow users to use their own device without any capital outlay for the company. The move to a cloud-hosted MSP model also has some benefits for your business. One of the biggest is the reduction in support loads. We found that moving to the cloud-hosted environment, about 80% fewer tickets are generated. Your team will still be responsible for Tier 1 help desk and for triage and escalation of more complex issues, but our team will handle Tier 2 and above. The fact that this is running in a standardized and optimally managed environment will lead to fewer problems in the first place. The fact that you're doing Tier 1 help desk also allows you to grow without adding expensive specialists. Expensive specialists and turnover are a big limiting factor in most MSPs' ability to grow. You can in fact build your team out using just a Tier 1 help desk team. You can take your more advanced specialists and turn them into VCIO, customer managers, and project managers. And then you can add a sales team to that and you've got your full team. Moving to a cloud-based approach also allows you to take market share and to keep it. You open the door to new clients by having a solid and economical cloud solution. Many SMBs are asking for cloud solutions because they've seen marketing in general that says that's the way to go, and many MSPs don't have a great answer. By implementing a CloudJumper WaaS solution, you do have a great answer. It also protects your business from competition. A common approach in the competitive landscape is coming into a managed environment as a competitor and running a network scan tool to look for vulnerabilities. Even in the best managed environments, we tend to see that a lot of red ink gets created. There'll be plenty of ports that are open or patches that were missed or things of that sort. So you can create a report that looks very scary and calls into question the current management approach, even in very well-run networks. In the cloud environment, your competitors can't do that. They do not have and can't get admin access to your environment without your permission. So they can't come in, run a report, and spread FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt about your ability to manage your client's environment. We also have found that, like many utilities, once you have your clients in the cloud, as long as it runs well, they don't leave. And we see an average of about 6-year client retention in our environment. This cloud offering also allows you to deliver more value. It helps your clients realize or capture the benefits promised by, quote, the cloud. You can deliver more security. You can allow them to access their environment from anywhere. It gives them more agility and performance. And you can deliver that at a cost savings once they start to think about the hardware refresh cycle, the reduced load on their power bill, and the ability to work from anywhere, bring your own device. When all these things come together, you can actually deliver this service for less than they're spending for an on-premise environment. So assuming that you think you've got some clients that might fit into a cloud-hosted model, or you'd like to target new business based on this model, the next question is, well, should I actually do it with CloudJumper? Should I do it myself, or is there some other vendor out there that I'm looking at? Doing it yourself is often a common thought. One of the things we've found is that it takes about 7 full-time employees with varying skill sets in order to deliver this appropriately. We also have found it takes several dozen virtual machines in top-tier data centers to run an appropriate platform before you can start to deliver to your first client. And then, because of the economics of what we're delivering to the space, you have to have a lot of volume in order to make up for all those upfront investments, just so your total cost of delivery can compete with what we're already delivering. CloudJumper as an entity has been around since 2000. We're privately held and well-funded. We've got a global footprint with tens of thousands of end users. I've mentioned already the 2,500 certified apps in our stack. Most of our team is focused on the MSP industry, and we have many pioneers and thought leaders from that space. All of our infrastructure runs in Tier 4 or 100% uptime SLA data centers. We're 100% channel, and most of our agreements are month to month. If you'd like to look at being a partner or check us out more, cloudjumper.com/WLP is where you can sign up to be a partner. It is free, and you'll get access to our web portal along with quoting and a dedicated account manager. You can also email us or give us a call. Thanks so much for the time, and have a great day.